Good morning, everybody. Janice here, day 15 of my raw vegan journey. Welcome, good morning. I'm still having my morning juice of fresh squeezed lemon and lime in a glass of water. It's quite refreshing, actually, and I call it my morning coffee. Sometimes I'll puree an apple, juice an apple, and put the juice of it in there and then discard the pulp. But anyways, so today, day 15, I would like to talk to you about water. Water has been the Achilles heel for me. I don't like water, truth be told, but water is so important to you. It is so important to all of us. Every living thing on the planet needs water. And good, pure, plain H2O, you can't beat it. For me, and maybe for some of you, I was raised on flavored drinks. From the time I woke up in the morning to the time I went to bed at night, we had flavored drinks all throughout the day. Rarely did we ever drink just plain old water. So I've been conditioned, lifetime of conditioning, to have something colored, flavored, and scented to drink. And that conditioning hasn't been broken yet. I mean, I kicked the caffeine habit. I've let go of a lot of things, but that condition still hasn't changed in me. But the important thing to focus on is making sure you're getting enough water. You need to get water to flush your system. It's also the number one skincare that you can do for yourself. Forget all the soaps, the lotions, the creams, the ointments, and the oils. The number one skincare treatment is drinking water. You need to have at least 8 glasses a day. 8 glasses equals half a gallon. If you can drink the plain stuff, then you're way, way ahead of me. Now, if you're like me and that's kind of hard to do, then I have found a way to help me accomplish that. And the good news is I like really watered down tea. I don't know, I just do. My English grandmother would probably be rolling in her grave if she heard me say that, but I like a weak tea. So I have herbal teas, and I'll buy blends. I'll make blends myself of different herbs and different roots, sometimes a bark or two, or I'll just go buy them already pre-done. And what I do is I take 2 tea bags, no more than 2, for a half a gallon. So this is 8 glasses of water, and I've only got 2 tea bags that I use for this. I use just enough to add a little bit of flavor, to add a little bit of scent, and a little bit of color. It just helps me. And it helps me feel like the water is a reward instead of a punishment. And, you know, it's herbal, organic, so it's okay. Preferably, though, if I can get to the point where I can drink just plain water, that would, of course, be the preference for anyone. But if water's hard for you, this is what I found works and helps me accomplish the goal. And the ultimate goal is getting a gallon of water in me a day, especially on days like today where I'm actually at the back half of a 24-hour water fast. I do a water fast 1 day every week. And unlike the initial water fast, this is easy to do. This is actually quite enjoyable. And on my water fast day, I've got no excuses to not be able to drink a gallon a day. So on top of that, of course, I'm drinking my morning coffee, which is lemon and lime fresh squeezed into my glass of water. The other thing for a hot beverage, or even a cold beverage, is to have a detoxifying tea, regular strength. And I know in Marcus's book, he's recommending he's recommending green tea. I'm not a huge fan of the taste, the flavor, or even the smell of green tea. I never have been. It's always been a tough one for me to drink. I've experimented with a few different green teas. I found one with lemon that was okay, palatable. But for my detoxing, I use a different tea. But I will tell you, green tea is excellent for your good health. I even use the green tea extract. I use it in my smoothies. So rather than drink the tea, I get the green tea extract, and I put a few drops of that in my juices and smoothies, so that helps get that green tea in me. I even use green tea actually in formulating for Trey Spa. I use green tea extract in all of the organic lotions that I make. I also use the camellia oil, which is from the same plant. I use that for shampoos and for a couple of the face care products. But for me, my preference for detoxing is a tea that I've known of actually for a few years now. And it's one that I've become really reliant on over the last, actually, I rediscovered it the last week when I'm really trying to find a solution for green tea. It's called Purity is what it's called. And this is the Bridget Mars green or Purity. She used to package this and sell it. It's something that dates back into the 70s, I think. I learned of this from someone else. So Roger's the one who turned me on to it. We get all of the raw ingredients, and he blends it himself to come up with the final elixir called Purity. And I take a little bit of this Purity and I steep it. Now, the Purity blend has a lot of different ingredients in it. It's not, just 2 or 3 ingredients and you're done. Actually, this is a sampling of some of the things. It's got peppermint leaf, it's got cleavers in it, it's got Oregon grapefruit, it's got licorice root, it's got burdock root, it's got dandelion bark. So it has some really interesting barks and roots along with herbs. The thing is when you're going to make a tea that has roots and bark in it, steeping it longer actually is a little helpful. So for this tea, I like to let it steep for like 20 minutes. So I'll tell you what, if you want to sign up on my email list, I'll go ahead and send you the PDF of the list of ingredients and Roger's blend of it, so that you can make your own if you're interested. At least you can see what goes into it. But for my water, back to my gallon of water, what I do for those, because I don't want to be drinking the Purity all day, is I'll either make a blend or I'll go buy a blend. Why not? Other people make tea blends, and it's kind of fun to experiment with other people's tea blends. One of my favorites is this blend from the Good Earth, and it is a organic blend of herbs, and it's called Sweet and Spicy. And I buy this one by the case on Amazon, and I absolutely love this tea. So I don't drink that one all the time, even though I love it. I try to switch things up and experiment with different teas. I have a plum spice tea, orange spice tea, and another one of my teas that I really like is from the Kitchen Witch Gourmet, and you can probably find her online, but I discovered her at the Harvest Festival. So if you're going to the Harvest Festival near you this year, then make sure you look for her, the Kitchen Witch Gourmet. And this one is Abundance of Happiness tea. How can you go wrong with that? And actually she puts some green tea in there for me, so that kind of helps me get that green tea fix in as well. So there you have it. There is my life choice adjustment, my workaround to get my water in. So no matter what your life choice is as far as your eating habits, water is key and critical for your good health and for your skincare. So drink a lot of water, as much as you can. And if you can't handle it plain, try having an herbal infused water and see if that works better for you. So until the next time, be well.